We get to start working on the floor today.
Mom, let's go fence this time.
And we're gonna want it is butt up as close as to that as possible.
This ain't gonna go, is it? Nope.
Flip it around. Just get it as we can. So we're gonna want to cut this.
Hold on, just put it back. I just want to take a couple of measurements
Okay.
real fast.
So we didn't know what to do with the wheel wells here, and we could have framed them out, but I think instead I'm just going to paint them and then we'll trim out the edges later. We started on this floor a couple days ago, but we haven't gotten very far with it yet. We're working on it, but it's kind of a pain in the butt with the bust being uneven, and in the back it's closer together than in the front. So the measurements got a little bit off, and he had a couple pieces down that he tore back out. So I'll show where we're at so far anyway. So there's all the flooring there, which we have way too much for what we need in here. And this is what it looks like. And then we'll trim out right there, right up in there, and then all around the edges there, and then in the back as well. And then a lot of this won't be seen anyway, because the bed will go back here is where our bed will go. We'll make a half wall right around in this area somewhere, and then the boys' bed will go here, and we'll put some sort of TV over on this side. So we've got the plywood up to this point, and there's all of our tools just sitting out in a mess. And so he had it done up until about right here, but took them out because it had a bigger gap than what he wanted on the edges. Again, we're not sure if we're going to do anything with the walls yet. And there's spaces in there, but that'll be covered up with trim. We still need to get a door for the front door part going out, and figure out what we'll do with the stairs in that area. So once we get a door, we'll move on with the floor the rest of the way. We may go ahead and put a TV in here just for Damon to have something to do during the day when he's out here working on this. And while he's been in here working on this, I've been getting some projects done out there, getting some tulips moved and getting a little workbench area made by the garden out of an old bed that my grandma had here, and they left it outside, so I decided to finally do something with that. So I got some of that done. There's still quite a bit more that needs to be done, and the projects are never ending out here for sure. It's so windy out here today, I don't know if this will go very well, but I did get this bed finished. I would like to sand it down to let the white shine through. This is an old bed frame that my grandma had in the house, and she didn't take it with her, so I'm going to use just the frame and cut some boards to put in here, and that's the goal anyway. This is the wood that my grandparents had saved back a while back. I mean, by decades, since I was little. But I'm going to attempt to use this wood to make the bottom of that. All right. Grab me that cord over there.
What?
The end.
And?
Yep. Go picking your nose. Okay. Ready? Takes me a minute to figure that out. Okay. Back up. Back up, honey. Nope, 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 nope. Back way up.
Can
Yep, I got cut it on the line. Come back behind mommy. Yep. Put it on for the next one.
Here it goes.
Go lay it all the way across.
How do I do this? How do I do this?
And then we'll get a hammer and hammer those in. That's the green paint I used and had to mix it with white towards the end. So I'm gonna sand it down another time. But there's the bed, and the tires over there are my strawberries. And it's really not the best time to transplant tulips, but there were what I thought were just 2 or 3 tulips over here that my grandma had, and I would like to dig them up and transplant some of them so that I can thin them out and they'll grow better and have them in other places as well. So here's what I've dug up. I've left some of those still, and then this is what I have I can put in the ground other places. This is what I've got in the ground now, and just have a few more left. Tulips will probably not bloom yet this year, and I'm hoping that some of those that I left over there will bloom this year, and then next year they should come up really well. Matthew 6:28 through 34. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own.